Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series qualifying as we will set the grid for Saturday afternoon's Toyota Tundra 250. I'm Eric Burton here in the broadcast booth, here to give you full coverage of qualifying the Toyota Tundra 250 round number 4 of the 2016 NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series season. As you can tell, trucks are already on track making lap times in round number 1 in qualifying. Today we'll have 2 rounds of qualifying. Round number 1 will consist of all 35 cars on this weekend's entry list. 32 will make the show, 3 will go home, and the top 12 will advance into round number 2. And then in round 2, 5 minutes are on the clock, and whoever gets the top speed in round number 2 will win the pole. And that is pretty much all of the pre-race news, or pre-qualifying news, I should say. And you can already see a lot of trucks already on track making time. And the first guy who I saw go out was the 00 Ben Rhodes. There he is. The Junior Motorsports Rookie of the Year contender, Ben Rhodes, a former K&N Series champion. He's running a limited schedule right now, and Alex Bowman drove this car at Daytona, drove this truck at Daytona. Ben Rhodes has been behind the wheel since Atlanta, but in 2 weeks when we go to Charlotte, it will be the boss man Dale Earnhardt Jr. driving that 00 truck at Charlotte. Dale Jr. will be making his Truck Series debut, and later on at Eldora, Jeff Gordon will be coming out of retirement for a week, as he'll be making his Truck Series debut at Eldora. So a lot of good things left yet to come for that 00 team. Here's the 25, and right now Ben Rhodes is second quickest, as the 25 Justin Boston is on track. Behind him, the 05 of Dylan Lupton, Rookie of the Year contender. And then he got one of the quicker trucks here, the 98 of Cameron Haley. Right now, Cameron Haley just now taking the green flag. Haley right now is 7th in points after 3 races in that 98 Toyota out of Thor Sport Racing. 88 Matt Crafton had a rough Daytona, but right now has been bounced back with a runner-up finish at Martinsville. Right now, Crafton, a 2-time champion, currently 8th on the board. Here's one of the go-or-go-homers. This guy must qualify on time. That is the number 1 of J.J. Yaley, driving the one from Make Motorsports. Right now, he is in the way of the 17 of Timothy Peters. And the 59 David Levine, he had a qualify on time for the first 3 races of the year, but now that 59 truck, after the first 3 races, that 59 is locked in. David Levine does not have to worry about qualifying on time, but this guy does. He 81 Reed Sorensen making his Truck Series debut, or he hopes to. He has to get this number 81 Tory Racing Toyota in the show if he wants to race on Saturday. 13 Rookie Austin Wayne Self, driving a 4th truck out of Thor Sport Racing. 21, another go-homer. This is your 2015 ARCA champion, Grant Enfinger, driving the 21 for GMS Racing. And right now, one of the guys who everybody expects to be fast this weekend, that 19, Ryan Blaney, in the Reese Brands Draw Type Ford out of Brad Keselowski Racing. Right now, the Cup Series Rookie of the Year contender is currently fastest at a 31.311, Ryan Blaney. And then you got the 49, Timmy Hill. This is a 2nd truck out of Premium Motorsports. Timmy Hill and Jordan Anderson, the 2 drivers this weekend. Let's see, we have the 31, John Hunter Nemechek. He's ran 5 laps, but is only 18th quickest. It makes me think that he probably didn't really get a good clean lap, as here's a 29 of Tyler Reddick on track. 63 Rookie of the Year contender, Garrett Smithley out of the Mittler Brothers. He must qualify on time. Garrett Smithley does. Another guy who would have to qualify on time is Travis Quapple. This truck wrecked very bad in practice at Martinsville, and that 50 truck actually had to withdraw from the race, so Quapple did not compete at Martinsville in the race. But he is back in the 50 this weekend at Kansas, and he will qualify no matter what, because he has that past champion provisional he can use. But Norm Benning, he can't use it. This 6 truck has failed to qualify in the first 3 races of the year, but right now 27th quickest out of the 35 trucks that's taking time, And right now, Norm Benning is in. Right now, the bottom 3 trucks are Mike Alfarano, Reed Sorensen, and Jennifer Jo Cobb. Akinori Ogata is on the bubble. Here's Mike Alfarano, the number 03. He's missed 2 races so far this year, Alfarano. 81, Reed Sorensen on track. Looks like that truck may be down a cylinder or something. He's pretty slow. Looks like he's coming to pit road. John Hunter Nemechek, Bing Kennedy right now 2nd. Jesse Little in 10th. Brandon Brown 28th on the board. Daniel Hemrick up to 3rd. Rookie Matt Tiff in the 54. And Chad Boat, the rookie, in the 16. Made his 2016 debut in the NASCAR Xfinity Series last weekend at Talladega. Chad Boat did. Here's sophomore driver Ray Black Jr. And I'm trying to see if there's anybody else. A 23, Spencer Gallagher, sophomore driver out of GMS Racing. Cameron Haley right now 2nd, and the 51, Cody Coughlin. Back in the number 51 truck out of Cowbush Motorsports. We all remember that finish at Daytona. Cody Coughlin, Johnny Sauter side by side. Coughlin came just inches away from his first career win at Daytona, but got a runner-up finish for Cody Coughlin. Right now, the 77, Austin Terrio. Looks like he will qualify this weekend in that number 77 truck, as right now Terrio is 14th quickest. This was a late entry at Martinsville, and Terrio and Tom DeLoach, the owner of that team, pretty much said that they didn't have enough time to get everything together. Really a late entry for Terrio, and he ended up failing to qualify for that race. 94, Jordan Anderson right now 26th quickest. William Byron. Let's see, we have Ryan Blaney. He is still quickest. Jennifer Jo Cobb 33rd. Right now Cobb is out. Christopher Bell moving by the 49 on Timmy Hill. And right now one of the trucks that must qualify on time, that 81 of Reed Sorensen. Right now Sorensen is not in. A 33.332. Mike Alfarano 34th, a 33.219. And Jennifer Jo Cobb, a 33.190. Right now, the truck on the bubble, should Cobb, Alfarano, or Sorensen pick it up, that would bump out that 36 of Akinori Ogata. Driving the 36 for the Mittler brothers. Teammate to Garrett Smithley. We have 6 minutes, around 6.5 minutes left to go here in qualifying. Dylan Lupton right now 18th quickest. Beginning next weekend is not going to be a normal weekend for this NASCAR mock season. Yes, we will be having the NASCAR All-Star Weekend, as not only the NASCAR Spring Up Series will have their annual All-Star race at Charlotte, but the NASCAR Xfinity Series and the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series will have their own All-Star race. The truck regulars will compete in their own truck All-Star race, and the Xfinity regulars will compete in their own All-Star race. Xfinity will be located at Iowa Speedway, and the truck series will be racing at Gateway. And racing for the truck series at Gateway, that'll be a good little test with these drivers, because remember, Gateway is going to be the first race of the chase come September, so it's going to be important for these guys to get something going. Here's the 81 of Reed Sorensen. He must qualify on time. He's getting pushed by the 63 of Garrett Smithley. That's not going to really help Sorensen, as he's almost going to get shoved out of the way. And in fact, Jennifer Jo Cobb has picked it up. Cobb is in. So right now, Cobb, 32nd, as that will bump the 36 of Akinori Ogata out of the field. Here's the 49, Timmy Hill, 25th quickest, Daniel Hemrick. Let's take a look at who is currently up inside the top 12. We have Ryan Blaney. No surprise there, he is quickest. Let's see, we have the 98, Cameron Haley, William Byron, Bing Kennedy, and Daniel Hemrick. That is your current top 5 with under 5 minutes left to go. We have Hemrick's teammate John Hunter Nemechek 6, Matt Crafton, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, and Jesse Little. Ben Rhodes and Timothy Peters, but now Johnny Sauter up to 11th quickest for Johnny Sauter. There he is, as Sorensen has moved up now to 32nd. So Reed Sorensen is in the show. But now that will bump Cobb out. The bottom 3 trucks right now are Sorensen, Yaley, and the 63 of Garrett Smithley. And then you got Norman Benning, Brandon Brown. You have Jordan Anderson, 26, Timmy Hill. That's a pretty good lap by Timmy Hill for a second truck out of a team like Premium Motorsports. For Timmy Hill, a 32.250, that's pretty good for Timmy Hill in that 49. Sorensen now up to 28. And now Jennifer Jo Cobb has again picked it up, that 10 truck. Getting a little draft off the 49 of Timmy Hill. What's that? That's done now is that's bumped the 1 of J.J. Yaley out of the show. So Yaley must pick it up now, this time by. Yaley, a 4-time driver out of BK Racing in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. So all of a sudden, Sorensen and Cobb has picked it up, but Yaley bumped out. I think I was saying something about Johnny Sauter as Sorensen's been by the 21 of Enfinger, getting held up by Alfarano. But Johnny Sauter, so far, he's had an outstanding start to his year at GMS Racing. Kind of a rookie driver when it comes to GMS Racing. But Johnny Sauter, a win at Daytona, a win at Atlanta, both coming in photo finishes with Cody Coughlin and Cameron Haley. You know, 2 wins early on, and Johnny Sauter has already qualified for the first ever Truck Series chase. So that's great for Johnny Sauter. And also, he got a 3rd place finish at Martinsville. That gives him a 12-point lead over the 31 of John Hunter Nemechek. We are now 2.5 minutes left to go. Ryan Blaney right now leads Cameron Haley by that much, 311 to a 386. Timothy Peters now up to 3rd, Matt Crafton up to 4th, Byron down to 5th, Kennedy, Hemrick, Sauter, Nemechek, and Bell, Tyler Reddick, and Jesse Little. First guy out is Ben Rhodes, then Cody Coughlin, Matt Tiff, Austin Terrio, Grant Enfinger, Spencer Gallagher, Justin Boston, and Dylan Lupton. Your top 20, Ray Black Jr., Austin Wayne Self, Chad Boat, David Levine, Timmy Hill, Jordan Anderson, Garrett Smithley, Brandon Brown, Reed Sorensen, and Travis Quapple. And then we have Norm Benning and Jennifer Jo Cobb. So Benning has dropped to 31st. Yaley must have, I believe Yaley just came out of pit road, so he may be trying to give it one more go. Try to get this number 1 make Motorsport Chevrolet in the show. He would have to bump Jennifer Jo Cobb out, who has a 32.688. Yaley is over 3/10 slower. It can be done, but he needs to find some speed very quickly, as we are right now over a minute and a half remaining in qualifying for round number 1. And then you have the top 12. Let's find the 97 that is currently the bubble to advance into round 2. That is rookie Jesse Little. Here's Jesse Little in the 97 right now, 12th quickest, and the first guy out is Ben Rhodes. But let's find one more time the number 1 of J.J. Yaley, the guy who is trying to knock the 10 of Jennifer Jo Cobb out of the race. Yaley's actually like pushing Anderson. Looks like that one is actually quicker. No, it looks like Anderson just had to come down pit road. So that will slow down Yaley again. He needs a clean lap if he's going to get in the show. But yeah, it's about almost 3/10 to pick up if he wants to get in. This will probably be the last lap for J.J. Yaley if he wants to qualify. And also the last lap for anybody trying to get their way into round number 2 of qualifying. Ryan Blaney, Cameron Haley, Timothy Peters, Christopher Bell, and Matt Crafton, your top 5. The bottom 3, Akinori Ogata, Mike Alfarano, and J.J. Yaley. Can Yaley pick it up here off turn number 4? Akinori Ogata, the last guy who can come back around and complete their lap. Yaley stays 33rd. That one truck will not qualify for this weekend's race. Now everybody from Akinori Ogata and everybody above or in front of them, they can't complete their lap. And once Ogata comes across the line. That will end round number 1. That will end it right there. So round 1 is over. Coming up next will be round number 2 of qualifying. JJ Yaley, Mike Alfarano, and Akinori Ogata will not race on Saturday. Welcome back here to Kansas. We have just wrapped up round number 1 of qualifying for the NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series here at Kansas. It is the Toyota Tundra 250. This weekend for the NASCAR Spring Up Series, it is called the GoBowling.com 400. Last race before these guys, the last opportunity for these guys to make their way into the All-Star race next weekend. For the Truck Series, the top 12 in points. We had to take that back. For the Truck Series, the drivers who have at least one win in their Truck Series career are automatically in the All-Star race. And then the remaining top 12 will be based on points, if that makes any sense. We'll talk about that more in the race. Right now we have the Truck Series qualifying round number 2. Here are the speeds. You should already be seeing the speeds from round number 1. The drivers who failed to advance. You saw Cody Coughlin was able to pick it up a little bit and move up to 13th. Right now we have 5 minutes left. We have 5 minutes in this round, but we're already about 3.5 minutes left to go. 29, Tyler Reddick from Brad Keselowski Racing. Very quick in round number 1, but so was his teammate, the 19 of Ryan Blaney. 17, Timothy Peters. 97 of Jesse Little. Little will get his lap didn't count yet. He's just taking the green flag. So is Peters. And Blaney, the first guy to take time, a 32.728 for Ryan Blaney. This guy was quickest in round 1. 29, Tyler Reddick, he tops him. 32.710 for Tyler Reddick. There's Reddick. Right now, he's now quickest in the 29. William Byron taking the green flag. Jesse Little, though, a 33.193, third quickest for the Thor Sport Rookie of the Year contender. Timothy Peters, 4th, but he is off pace. Off pace, 17 of Timothy Peters. Blaney tops his teammate Reddick. Christopher Bale, 4th. There's a 29. Tyler Reddick picked it up, but not enough to regain the top spot. William Byron, 5th. Jesse Little up to 3rd. Johnny Sauter leaving pit road. Daniel Hemrick is on a time lap. Blaney, Reddick, Kennedy, Little, Nemechek. And then he had the 4 Bale, 9 of Byron, 17 of Timothy Peters. And Peters had a problem. You saw him slow on the apron. There he is on pit road. Christopher Bale up to 3rd. But it is still the 2 Brad Keselowski Racing Fords at the top with Blaney and Reddick. Bale, Byron moves up. And John Hunter Nemechek at the top of the chart. John Hunter Nemechek. Quickest now in that 31 for NTS Motorsports, but not so fast. Ryan Blaney says no. He's going to take that top spot back with 1.5 minutes remaining. So put the 19 of Ryan Blaney on top. John Hunter Nemechek, he may have gotten a draft off that 97 of Jesse Little. Now, I'm not quite sure if a draft will help that much. Daniel Hemrick just ran a faster lap. Stays 6th quickest behind the 33 of Johnny Sauter. Cameron Haley, 9th. It looks like most of the fast trucks are running in a little group. Crafton picks up a 10th, but only moves up to 9th quickest. William Byron right now 5th. John Hunter Nemechek 3rd as Tyler Reddick has picked it up. Cameron Haley up to 6th in the 98. Daniel Hemrick up to 3rd. He just gained a little bit more as he's getting that draft off of Johnny Sauter. Can he get a little bit more this lap and take that 14 to the top of the board? 23 seconds remaining for the 19 to Ryan Blaney to grab a pole here in the Toyota Tundra 250. But Hemrick East, a little bit too close to Johnny Sauter. I don't believe this will be a quick enough lap. He needs to get a 32.182. And he does! 32.145, Daniel Hemrick to the top of the board. And Blaney is coming to pit road right at the very last possible second. Daniel Hemrick has grabbed the pole as Crafton up to 7th. That will end. Right now, Cameron Haley, the last guy who can complete a lap. So that will wrap up round 2 of qualifying. And right at the last second, it's the 14 of Daniel Hemrick. Got a great draft off Johnny Sauter. And that propelled that number 14 to the top spot. And Hemrick will start on the pole for Saturday's race. Getting knocked off right at the last second, Ryan Blaney. Thought he had it. He was coming down pit road right when he got knocked off. Ryan Blaney's teammate Tyler Reddick, BKR driver in 3rd. John Hunter Nemechek, he topped Ryan Blaney, but was not able to hold that spot. Like Hemrick got it right at the very last second, and he will start on the pole. Running out your top 5, you see Cameron Haley, Johnny Sauter, Matt Crafton, William Byron, Christopher Bell, and Ben Kennedy. Jesse Little 11th, and Timothy Peters was not able to get a good enough lap. We saw him slow on the apron, possibly a mechanical problem under the hood for the 17, not quite sure, but yeah, that will end round number 2, and Daniel Hemrick will start on the pole. Coming up next will be the Toyota Tundra 250 for the NASCAR Kevin Rowe Truck Series, and then on Sunday, the GoBowling.com 400 from Kansas for the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. So that is all here from Kansas. And we will see you Saturday for the truck race. Goodbye, everyone.